Hey folks, welcome to Thursday, 23rd of June, 2022. We are 9:41 here in Europe, and we've seen quite a bit of selling on the DAX this morning. So started off with some selling on the French manufacturing and services PMIs coming in. Deep misses there. Manufacturing 51 below 54 expectation, and services 54.4 below 57.6. So on the data slate for the rest of today, we have the initial jobless claims at 1:30 in the US session, manufacturing and services PMIs at 2:45. Powell is back in the chair at the Senate committee at the later time, starting at 3 o'clock today, just after the open. And then we get Nat Gas at 3:30 and the adjusted 4 p.m. DOE due to the Juneteenth bank holiday that we had on Monday. And that will round off the day's trading. So let's get over on these charts. And what we're going to look at today is going to be, we're going to look at the S&P. We're going to look at the euro now, actually, and we're going to look at oil and the bonds. So let's get over here and have a look. So first up, let's look at Europe, what we got on this data. So you're seeing this morning a bit of a morning trend break here from that weak French data and German data. So the French data really was what pushed us off a cliff here on the DAX. Down we go into this 12,962's big support area here for the DAX. So kind of going back to have a look here at what that looks like on the weekly bars, seeing that resistance there, or sorry, support coming in from in around November weekly lows of 2020, and we're pretty much trying to trade below here. Next below will be 12,764's a general area. It was actually the high here from actually the high of 2017. Sorry, no, it wasn't that. It was the high of the 19th of June 2017. It doesn't really matter. It's just generally an area. It's also confluent with the highs of the 8th of January 2020. So I think that's generally the target as we should push down on the DAX here. But moving on and away from European markets, we'll look at the S&P. Now, yesterday, of course, once we had Jerome Powell speaking at the Senate hearing committee, you see this market here just really wanted to go for it and up through VWAP, reaching for the sky. The only trade I was doing here on SPOOs was actually looking to sell on this top, getting a little bit of payback back towards VWAP here. Nice little short, but I just don't really see the buying here. I just couldn't get on board with it. Generally indicative that we are pricing in the worst of it, and the 75 basis point hike that we've had definitely priced in, but another 75 basis points hike to come, probably fully priced in by now as well. So looking at the S&P on a sort of a daily chart here, you're seeing we're basically sideways consolidation right now, and we're basically putting in a bit of a pennant down here. So my theory on these, as you are sick to death of hearing, is once we enter them from a direction moving, in this case down, we consolidate sideways. You may get a fake out to the upside, but we will continue to move down when we get out of here. All right, now really a great example of that sort of fake out activity, if you like, seen on I think it was actually the DAX on the daily bar on the DAX. You can see here we had a lot of that faking out of the breakout on the pennant to the upside, but then quickly reversed and equally as far down and looking to extend lower. So this is kind of a bit of credence on that. All right, on oil. Let's see, on oil. Yeah, we want to look at oil. Really nice activity on oil yesterday. Going back to the 60 minutes here. Really nice bids taking us up above VWAP, flying up here, really wiping out what was a terrible down day for oil. I think generally we are supporting in this whole area for now, but for the moment, a little bit of buying off of VWAP this morning, lifting us back. But there is this gap in yellow up to 106.05, so where we opened the gap on the close of trade last night on the pit to where we reopened on Globex at 104.42. So the market really not able to hold in that area. So I've just taken a nice little long off of VWAP this morning. I'm going to leave that simmer now for the rest of the morning. I think generally, I would like to see the 101 spot 05s trade before then looking for kind of deep value longs. And the market just came shy of that area yesterday. Just came shy. So a little bit of front running bids there. The euro, wanted to talk about this as well. So that weak data this morning, while we are still in expansionary territory on those PMIs, I just, the euro is just getting walloped here. Misses on this data is going to be euro to the downside. And so, I think more just, euro trying to find its feet under a very, very, very strong dollar environment. So, I just want people to kind of stay out of trouble there on the euro for now. It looks like it's moving a lot. There are some nice trades to be done. I think there's easier and nicer trades to be done elsewhere at the moment, but horses for courses. You're seeing the bund now actually new highs on the day as we've been talking into the R3 now on the day. So destination on the bund is 148.93s. Okay, that's it from me. I mean, really to round off on this, are the buyers coming in? I think the buyers are trying to come in and buy this dip on the SPOOs. We could probably run this back up above 38.09s, but really back to the 20 EMA. I think that's where the selling may recommence from. But at the moment, the selling just is very tough to get to work. It's just we're not breaching the lows of last week there post the 75 basis point hike. So best not to fight the market from a tricky area and just fight it when it's at an extended area. So yeah, I'll leave it with that. All right. Have a great session, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.